Hey there. Today I became insanely rich on Deepwoken due to the 4 times chest event. And I'll show you exactly how I did it and exactly what items I managed to get in 1 week of farming with 4 times chests active. So with that said, let's get to it. First of all, I went to Diluvian, since it has the highest drop rate in the game for relics and other good loot. Me and my friend decided to duo it, since all I was interested in was the armorer's needles. All the other relics don't have much value to me since they can't be dropped or traded and are easy to get considering you don't really need many. So I let him take all of them and I took all of the needles. In general, the loot was all over the place. Wave 25s rarely gave anything good, even on 4 times chest. And Wave 50s also didn't normally blow me away and only had the occasional great chest. This wasn't helped by my friend accidentally taking needles multiple times, and in general I only averaged maybe 4 to 6 needles per Diluvian, and there were way more idols and other relics, but I wasn't getting any of them. But they were quite fast, and considering we were doing it duo, they were also very safe. Although I was primarily only after the needles, I of course wanted good equipment to use the needles on, and so I also looked through the other chests, mainly for good star boots since they have a high drop rate in Diluvian. And these chests were massive, and it would take me ages to search through all of the items, as you can see on the screen now. So my goal for this 4 times chest is to get as many god roll sets as I can, since they are incredibly valuable and tradable as long as you don't enchant them. This is a set I was farming for with max physical. Other sets are also good, but this is one I chose to farm for, and I will show you just how many I managed to get at the end of the video. And yeah, god rolls aren't the only valuable thing I could farm for, but I found it the least RNG reliant. For example, blood forest crowns are also very valuable, but I absolutely hate farming for them. I simply have terrible luck when farming chaser, but I did try. I even made a speedrun build just for farming blood forged crowns during this 4 times chest, but I literally didn't get a single one, and I eventually just gave up and I stuck with farming god rolls. Along with the needles, I of course needed the equipment. I got star boots from Diluvian, but now needed iron singers. So I headed into Saramaed Hollows to farm for them, since it has a really good drop rate for 3-star iron singers. Once at the deeper floors, you get massive chests with really good loot, including simmer blooms, which are really good for drip, and also quite valuable. But back to the god roll set, these chests had many items in it. Sometimes it took me almost a minute to search a single chest, but I was able to get good enough iron singers to choose my needles on, although it did actually take me quite a while. Lastly, I needed vigil hoods, and the best way I knew to get these was Primadon. So off I went to Monkey's Paw as the last destination to farm these god rolls. My Astral Evan Spear was on my chaser build, and I was lazy, so I just farmed with a Palebriar, but it wasn't that slow, and as long as I kept good chain stack, I could farm him quite fast, but it was a lot slower than my Evan Spear, to make sure you use a proper weapon. But even after killing him, I actually had really bad luck, and Vigil Hoods took me way more time than any other equipment piece in this set. And sometimes I even only got a single 3-star Vigil Hood from all the loot in a 4 times chest Primadon, which is ridiculous. Although these chests didn't actually feel that big to me. I must have just been unlucky, since I normally got more Vigil Hoods during a normal 2 times chest Primadon than I did during this farming session. But eventually, like with the iron singers, I managed to get enough to use my needles on and had everything I needed to complete my god roll set. Although this did take me almost a week of work to get all the items, since school and other stuff do exist, I couldn't constantly farm all week, unfortunately. Wish I could have got more considering the first 4 times chests ever, but it is what it is. And all in all, this wasn't a bad week. So, with all the items, the last thing to do is to make the god rolls. This is a clip of me making the first 2 sets for a friend, and I made way more later, as you'll see at the end of the video. I only use gilded needles on rare pips, and normal armorer's needles on legendary pips, since this is the best way to use them as far as I know. Although rerolling some of the pips were weird, such as on this Iron Singer. I couldn't reroll any of these for a 2% physical pip, but if I rerolled one of the 1% physical pips, I could reroll it again to get a 2% pip, making maximum physical. We did get disturbed once while we had a bunch of items on us, so we had to scare them away. But in general, I never really got ganked with anything valuable on me. Alright, so finally, this is all the equipment I managed to get. 9 total god roll sets. I only need 1 or 2, so honestly no idea why I did this, but at least I made good use of the 4x chest. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Bye!